That's your world.
Shaka on the beats. Shaka on the beats. Shaka on the beats.
This is D Frank, and you're taking a trip back in my old 08 SRT8. What's going on, everybody? This is D Frank, and we're going to take it back a little bit today and look at the 2008 Dodge Challenger SRT8 First Edition. Can you believe that it's been 10 years since Dodge brought this car back? And boy, time has certainly flown. And we're going to look today specifically at this particular one that I used to own before I traded for the ScatPack, and let's also compare it and see how it holds up compared to the newer Challenger. You already know that these interiors were pretty plain Jane, nothing special. Just a lot. They just pretty much give you that Dodge feeling from that time. Cheap plastics, hard, just hard plastics. I will give them that the seats and the interior were overall pretty nice for the time, for the time period. Had leather seats with a orange insert with the white SRT on the seats, and they were also heated seats. They didn't have ventilated seats at the time, and the heated seat module was up under the passenger seat. And that worked pretty well. They didn't have heated steering wheels at the time, and you can tell during this period of time they didn't even have paddle shifters. So, and also the performance pages was up in on a little cluster up under the speedometer. So, at that time, 2008, SRT was very primitive with their performance pages, but they did have some performance pages. It had your G-forces. I think it had, you had a digital speedometer also with the analog. And it's been so long since I had this car, I forgot some of the other features that was up inside of it. And fun fact with the 08 Challengers, they only came in the SRT models. There were 6,400 models of this car made for the United States, another 100 for Mexico, and I want to say another 1,000 for Canada. If I'm mistaken, please correct me. I had number 4724, 6,400, and the only three colors that came out in 2008 were the black, the Hemi orange, which is this one that I had. I absolutely love that color. And also it was a billet silver. I can't quite remember the name for it, but I'm sure somebody in the comment section can give the exact color of that silver. And another fun fact, I remember back in 2008, I was 20 years old. I was obsessed with this car. Chrysler did auction off two of these SRT8s for a charity event. One went for $400,000, and another one went in a separate auction for $228,000. They came with the 6.1 liter Hemi, putting out approximately 425 horsepower, 420 foot-pounds of torque. They only came in a 5-speed auto, and when they launched the full lineup of the Challengers for the 2009 year, they were also offered in a 6-speed manual at that time. MSRP was around $40,000, but of course, with a limited run like this, most dealerships did mark these cars up to ridiculous amounts. The price range of the Hellcats when they first came out, but you can understand the craze that these cars generated when they first came out. They also came with 20-inch wheels and 245/45s in the front with 255 45/20s in the back. So I'm pretty sure I remember having this car, and even then it was spinning out. And it was also rated to do 0 to 60 in around 4.9 seconds. Chrysler did start production of these in May of 2008, in Brampton, Ontario, where the Challengers and Chargers, I should just say, I'm gonna say all the LX platform Mopars are made at. And I remember seeing on certain panels in my car that it went through, my car, particular car at the time, went through production around June 11, 2008. And also for the time, it did come with a nice Uconnect 8.4 inch Uconnect. It's primitive compared to today's Uconnects, but it did have a CD player. I want to say that one had the navigation. And speaking with the Uconnect, it had one of the coolest features for 2008 at the time. It came with the internal hard drive where you can put CDs in, you can save your music to it. I think it even had one of the bigger SD cards like you would put in your cameras at the time, where you can, save pictures. Because I know on my screensaver I had my mom's picture up there when I had the car. And yeah, for 2008, that was really, really nice. And then the miles per gallon averaged around 13 in the city, about 19 on the highway, with combined EPA estimate of 15 miles per gallon. And I won't lie, this thing, compared to nowadays, that thing was terrible on gas. And then being it released in 2008, at that time, if you was alive or had any know, during that time, gas was like $4 a gallon in certain places. Well, if you just had to unfortunately live in California, it was probably right around $5 a gallon. So yeah, they picked a kind of rough time to release these. And for me, from the factory, these cars did sound very good. Just listen. From a personal standpoint, will always have a special place in my heart. I was 20 years old when they reintroduced the Challenger for this third generation. It was just where I was at in my life. I told my mom that one day I would have that car in Hemi Orange. I remember there was times where I took her from one of her chemo treatments to a local dealership and just looked at it. And in 2015 is when I had picked this car up. But yeah, it's special, man. It's the car that really brought me into Mopar, especially the modern Mopars, because I fell in love with the '69 Charger from seeing it on reruns of the Dukes of Hazzard, and this is the one that brought me into modern Mopars. But overall, that Hemi Orange it was just iconic, man. It stood out. Everybody had Mustang. They was getting ready to get up to bring out the Camaro. The Camaro kind of held my interest for a little while, but it was just something about that Challenger because it stayed true to its roots. And then, with the Charger back in 2006, shout out to Class 2006, that Class 7, they went to 4 doors, so that kind of threw me for a loop. And this thing was a blast to drive. I never got a chance to modify it, but from other guys that had, the 370, those 6.1s, they do say they are very easy to modify. I can tell you one thing, I had plenty of fun driving this thing. I've taken as far to Michigan. I've been to as far as like Shreveport, Louisiana. It's a very fun engine. To me, how has it aged over time? Compared to what the 392s are now, and compared to where Dodge is taking the Challenger now, it hasn't aged too bad. Because if you can get past how the interior of these cars are on the inside, and like some of the creature features that we've gotten used to in the newer cars now, with your heated cool seats, your paddle shifters, the more in-depth infotainment system with the Uconnect. Man, if you're looking for like a bare bones car and You can mod this thing without having to get another PCM. This might be the way to go, but you know, it's more of a driver's car. I can tell you one thing, it has fared a lot better than the Chargers from that generation, because to me those didn't age well at all. This is my retrospect on this car. It's been 10 years and came around quick. I mean, very quick. Everybody, we come to the end of this video. I want to say I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Well, everybody, those are my thoughts. So tell me what's your opinion on the 10-year anniversary of the Challenger, and please, if you haven't before, like the video or dislike, comment, share it, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel and also turn on the post notifications, and you'll get posts from whenever I decide to post a new video. And as always, y'all take it easy until the next one.